Okay, so I'm going to talk about dreams. I don't always dream. Just most people don't always dream, but I don't dream all the time. So whenever I do dream, I always get some weird shit. And I don't even know where to start. Let's start with a dream I had last night. I had a dream last fucking night where I woke up and I went to the bathroom because I needed to use the bathroom. And I look at the toilet and there was just a toad in my toilet. And I was so fucking horrified. And I try to flush this toad down the toilet. And then I find that it clogs the toilet up to the brim of the toilet. And it floods my bathroom up, and there's like tadpoles and shit, and I'm like, oh my god, there are toads in my pipes. There are toads everywhere. And I was so scared, and I was like, I turned into that one audio where it's like, they're in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls! I was literally that audio. I literally quoted that audio in my dream. And I was terrified. And I was like, oh my god, I have to be dreaming. And, and I dreamt of myself waking up and being like, oh, and I can check if I was dreaming now. And I go to the toilet and there's just all these toads. And I'm like, no, I wasn't dreaming, no! And, then my cat walks in and she kills one of the toads, but then I'm like, oh good, you killed a toad. And then, then I can't find the dead body of the toad, and I was so scared because, oh my god, I don't want a rotting toad in my room. And then I woke up and then I went back to sleep. And in my second dream, there was this dream where there was this group of people trying to perform the Macarena, the song Macarena, not the dance, the song. And they just didn't have any sheet music or anything. They didn't practice or whatever. And they were like, how does the Macarena go? We forgot how the Macarena goes. We forgot the chords to the Macarena. No, how do we perform the Macarena now? And then there's this random girl who just walks on in. And she just does the Macarena horribly. She also has these little marbles on the floor that she's sorting these marbles on the floor. And then when she gets up, her marbles fall everywhere and she loses her marbles. And then she performs the Macarena, but she purposely does it horribly for some reason. And then she's like, I'm just kidding, guys. And then she sings the Macarena perfectly. And then I woke up and I was late to school. Well, I wasn't late to school. I wasn't late to school. I was a couple minutes late. Later than usual. I'm actually really early to school. Yeah, that was my dream. I also had a dream where Gerard Way died of cancer, and all I could do was walk around and be like, Gerard Way dead at 47. Gerard Way dead at 47. And cry. And every time I would say it, people would explode and shit, I think. Very interesting dream that one was. And I woke up and I was like, damn. That reminds me of this video I saw where it was like, I could be alive when Gerard Way dies. And it's yeah. Really puts things into perspective, I also had a dream where I had a gift for my friend, and I gave her the gift, and I was like, but I still had the gift. I went back home and I still have the gift, and I'm like, wait a minute, if I'm here and the gift's here, then that means, and then I wake up. That was some fucking Tomodachi Life ass dream that one was. Oh my god. Okay, there was one dream I had where it was this guy and he walked up to me and he asked $100 or mystery, and I couldn't decide, and I was really stupid. I got like zapped with like a stupid ray or some shit, and I said, well, what's in the mystery box? And I didn't know that like would basically be me asking for the mystery box and not the $100. And he doesn't show me the mystery. I don't think he did, but he disappeared. And then I was in class and I kept screaming swear words. Like, I kept screaming swear words. I kept being like, fuck, piss, shit. Like, I kept screaming swear words. And I was like, no, guys, no, guys, no, guys, no, I don't mean to, guys, no. And I was really embarrassed. And then I went on TikTok and I saw all my posts. I was like, oh, I don't remember posting that. And I click on the post and it's a slideshow of like my OCs. And I guess it was like an art slideshow. And I look at it and the last slide is my OC bald with a fucking buzz cut. And I was so fucking terrified of this that I woke up and yeah, I was just that revolted that I just had to wake up. Which was kind of crazy. I also had another dream where I was in like this evil arcade mall place, and this one person I know online was like kept telling me to go on like side quests and to retrieve 8 items. And it was pretty interesting. There were 2 like Gravity Falls arcade machines that I went to, and they like got like some fucking food from Panda Express, and it was like they're just like munching on their food. They'd be like, well, you have to get 8 items. Like, what? Huh? Which was interesting. That was a really interesting dream. Oh my god, I need to talk about the hallway of sadness and despair. I had a dream where I was on TikTok and I was scrolling on my phone as all the screenagers do. And I go on TikTok and it's this person and they're just being like, I will die soon. I'm gonna go to Costco and enjoy their horror movie deals. I will watch movies, drink vitamins, and then I will drink vitamins, watch movies, and then drink more vitamins. I will be a scared man, and then I will be a dead man. and I looked at this in the dream and I was like, oh my god, this is so deep. This is so deep. And then I go off them, and oh my god, and then they zoom into their shelf, and it's like these like bottles, and it's just like a black and white forest image, and on it is like the fucking impact font, and it's just red, and it says evil vitamins. It's an evil vitamins. And that was a really funny dream, but it gets funnier. It gets even funnier. Oh my god. I was in this like mysterious like dark room, and I guess I think I was in like a mental institution, and I was like, damn, it's so crazy in the hallway of sadness and despair. It's just like the dream knowledge, you know, where you just like know what's going on but you don't. And I was in the hallway of sadness and despair, and then I'm like, oh no, my door's open. The fucking screams of agony are gonna start happening now, and they're gonna get me. And then I go to close the door, and right as I'm trying to close the door, there's this guy like running down the hallway. I can hear him. I can't see him, but I can hear him. And he's like, it's coming out! Ah! It's coming off! Ah! It's just some guy screaming. And then I shut the door and I'm really scared, and I woke up in a cold sweat. Because I was so scared. I was so scared in that dream. Like, what the fuck? I also had a dream where me and my mom were at Costco, and Matt Pat was working at the register, and my mom somehow recognized Matt Pat for whatever reason, even though she shouldn't. She doesn't know Matt Pat, but okay. And I'm like, oh my god, we should take a picture. And then we're like, oh, can we take a picture with you, Matt Pat? And then he's like, yeah, sure. And we take a picture, and we just like take a selfie in front of him without him, and then leave. And then I go home and I look at my phone and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, I didn't even take a picture with Matt Pat. I just took it in front of him. And yeah, that was a very interesting dream right there. You know, I really need to like talk about all the like freaks of nature I have met in my life. Like, oh my god. That's like a whole other thing. Like, that's gonna have to be like a whole other fucking video, honestly. I literally had to make a Venn diagram of all the freaks I have encountered in life. It's kind of crazy. I like collect them. I gotta catch them all. Very interesting. Yeah, I don't really remember many dreams, other than those, because those happened fairly recently. Those were like a couple months, that I kind of remember. But I don't necessarily have any other dreams, from like last year, that I can really remember, too well. So, yeah. As a kid, I had a dream where I think I slept in a really weird position as a kid. I would like sleep I would be like facing down on my pillow, and then I would be surrounding myself with a blanket as like a wall, and that would basically be my position, not necessarily for sleeping, but like just like I would just sit in my bed doing that because I would be like anxious, and that would help me. And I would just sit in my bed and do that, and I guess one time I just fell asleep doing that, and I just imagined this, like, not even my Sophia the First doll, just specifically the dress of the doll was like was like freaky. Like, the dress of the doll was freaky and kept asking to marry me, and I was like, no, I don't want to marry you. You're fucking you're a fucking doll dress, dude. And I'm like 5 years old at this point. What the hell? And and it was very peculiar, and then it choked me to death. I don't know why that happened. I also had another dream as a kid where my whole entire family got turned into these weird, like, cat furry things, and I was so scared, and all they would do was just stand there and stare at you. Like, it was so scary, and I, like, literally practically shit myself. Like, I was, like, so scared, and it stuck with me since then. I also had a dream where Donald Trump, huge, like, Death Star laser for some reason, and he, like, blasted it at a highway, and there was elephants everywhere too, and then I woke up, which was very interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, that's, like, most of my dreams that I could really recall at the moment. Pretty much. Very interesting. Very interesting. It's kind of odd how dreams are like that, where you kind of just dream, like, whatever. It's very odd, in my personal opinion, and I just thought it would be funny to record myself yapping about that over speedpaint. So